Hi everyone, this is week 3 discussion, and we were asked to talk this week about kind of how we're going to set up our classrooms and based on the book, what we were going to do to set up the rules for our classrooms. Were we going to decide on them on our own or have the students' input? I am going to attempt to pull up on my screen, which I've never done before, so bear with me. I came up with kind of my classroom rules and how I want to do my classroom. Let me just see if I can get it up here. All right. So I don't work in a classroom right now. I actually work at a bank. I do mortgages. I have since I was actually 16. So I'm 35 now. And I decided I wanted to completely change my career. And I have a daughter who is in 3rd grade and a bonus son who is also in 3rd grade. So I am homeschooling both of them currently. And it has been very interesting. So I am trying to apply actually a lot of these rules to my house. Not being in a school setting, this class has been eye-opening, to say the least. This chapter, the couple chapters we were asked to read were things that I just didn't really think about. So I decided I think the way I want to go is pretty much setting all the rules. I feel like that, that would kind of show my position as the person in charge, especially being new to teaching completely. I feel like I'd be more comfortable in that position. So kind of my class rules, at least what I think I would go with, at least, our class rules, and I specifically did the exclamation points because our class is gonna rule. But and these rules are mainly based on our book. So especially the first, I think, 4 rules, and they make sense, obviously, always be polite and respectful to everyone, be prompt and prepared. I will always be quiet and talk to while others are talking. I will respect others' property. That was one I had actually read. So I had gone on Pinterest and on YouTube and TED Talks too, and kind of got ideas off of all of those, and that was one that I had gotten off that. I'll help my classmates when I can. These are 2 that I get to train a lot of my work, and these are 2 that I follow with the adults that I work with. I will not be afraid to ask questions, and I'll not be afraid to get an answer wrong. For me, that was always very important growing up, and I really want my students in my classroom to know that that's okay. There's no, you only learn by making mistakes, and that's huge. The last 2 for me are very important, as I'm sure most teachers, but I really definitely want it to be prominent and put out there. I'll be proud of who I am, and I'll be the best me I can be. That I take from my daughter and my bonus son. I tell them all the time, my daughter's Emma, be the best Emma you can be, and Camden, be the best Camden you can be. That's all I can ever ask of any kid that I'm working with, whether it be my own or someone else's. If they put their heart into whatever they're doing, even if they don't understand, that's something that can be worked on. So yeah, that's what I came up with for class rules. Then something else too that I read that I thought was very important that I wanted to touch on. There's so many things, which again was very eye-opening, but sorry about that. was just the idea of the daily structure of a classroom. The morning routine was what I wanted to talk about. So I had come up with a little schedule that I think would work. I based a lot of this on my daughter's classroom as of now, in terms of structure of placement. So, first thing, I want everyone to wish me a big good morning. I think, and part of this class has taught me the way you put yourself out there first thing in the morning can set your whole tone. And I've really been doing it with my kids more than I've intentionally been doing it with my kids. And it has made a big difference. And I'm loving it. So I'm going to start my day with that. Anything needed out of backpacks for the day, putting coats and backpacks in the cubbies, putting your lunch in the lunch bucket. My daughter has a lunch bucket at her school. Have your pencil and folder at your desks. Start your morning work. I'll have that set at their desks usually the night before, or if it's remote, it'll be set already in there. And prepare to start a magical day. And then unicorns are awesome. I'm awesome, therefore I'm a unicorn. So, yeah, obviously I'm going to have this pretty predominantly somewhere on the wall. I will go over it pretty regularly to make sure everyone knows what they should be doing. It should be a time where they are setting their things, getting ready. The other things too I didn't realize and didn't really think about were, which touched on in between like lunch break, at the end of the day, obviously the morning routine. There are so many things that kind of go without being said. It was very interesting. So I hope everyone learned as much as I did this week, and I hope everyone has an awesome week. I'm going to attach my little pictures that I did, and have a great week.